Good morning. So I'm sure you all had a very powerful meeting with Avyakt Babdada yesterday. And so the feelings must still be there with you. And so this morning it's a beautiful opportunity to explore further what Baba shared and some of the gems that he shared with us. And so today we have the great fortune and honor of having Manju with us. Who's meeting Manju for the first time? Oh, quite a few. Wonderful. So Manju was born in Bangalore, and she came to Baba when she was 9 years old in 1974. Shortly after that, she decided to surrender her life and been part of the Yagya since then. Manju has traveled extensively in India and continues to do so and abroad, where she holds seminars, conferences, workshops, and many other things. She's also been involved in radio service extensively, but one of her main roles has been to train young BK sisters in becoming Raja Yoga meditation teachers. So she has a lot under her belt, and I think one of the things I appreciate about Manju is just the clarity with which she shares Baba's Gyan, bringing in different perspectives. And so today we'll have the opportunity to hear from her. Welcome, Manju. Thank you.
Nita, 1 minute. She said she will come at noon. Okay. She has some announcements to make. Yeah. So she said she'll come. So please let me know when she comes. Thanks. Om Shanti. Good morning. Brahmins are most fortunate ones in the whole world, because it's only Baba's children, the chosen ones, get the opportunity to experience God's love. And when God Himself comes to offer His love, we don't have to look for it. But this is such a pure, unconditional, selfless, altruistic love that once in human life we experience, and heart becomes so content, becomes so full. And it's God's love. I believe like this is the actual experience of Raj Yoga as well. We are here to experience that the purest, unconditional, unlimited spiritual love from God. And it is this love that heals the bitterness, heals that pain, that sorrow that we have been carrying for birth after birth. For the past 63 births, we have been carrying a lot of pain, a lot of bitterness, sorrows, deception, rejections, different types of negative emotions and feelings. They've become a big blockage in the soul that doesn't help us to move ahead. And it's only God's love that can heal those feelings, can remove those blockages. And we can be very, very confident on our own feet, not depending on situations, on people, expecting people's respect or love. And we also stop pleasing people, try to impress people, because then we don't want anything from humans, because we are getting that ultimate love from God. So for me to progress in the spiritual path is to experience the miracles, magic, and the power of God's love. There are two things, my love for God and God's love for me. Yeah? I need to make myself worthy for God to love me. And I need to cleanse myself to such an extent to be able to hold God's love and to have that purest form of love in my heart for God. It's two-way. Love is always two ways. Yeah? I love God, God loves me. If it is just one way, then there is no joy. And I also believe that the sap of entire humanity, the tree of humanity, the sap of entire tree of humanity is true love. If that love is not there, any amount of money or position or the riches or whatever, the information is of no use. We have histories, stories in the past. Sometimes I wonder why these mighty rulers, mighty kings, they had everything. They were emperors, but still they were fighting. There wasn't peace in their family. You see? And that king was, so ambitious, want to have something more, longing. That longingness was always there in kings. They were emperors. They had everything they wanted in their palaces, in terms of people, in terms of power, in terms of material, everything. But they were not happy. So it's not the material, people, money, riches, position that makes us content, satisfied. That life of being nothing more. That sort of feeling is only when we experience that true love. Yeah? And histories and stories also says that those who experienced, although it's human love, or even maybe the love of deity, they were very happy and contented. They never bothered about the world, And many wars are waged because of love, for love. Well, it's lust though, but the history says it's for the love. They gave life, they take life. It's all the game of love. And we are the most fortunate ones in the whole cycle to be able to experience that true love, the purest nectar from God directly. Yeah? And yesterday it was such a lovely Murli we heard. Yesterday, Baba was step by step, beautifully explaining as to why do we labor, why is it so hard for us to progress in our life. And Baba also touched the theme of this year, harmonizing sanskaras. Why is it so difficult for us to harmonize or change or transform our sanskaras? So, Baba, beautifully mentioned one thing which I liked very much is, it's only God who can share altruistic, true, selfless love. No human being, anybody having this physical body, can never ever give that selfless love, that altruistic, pure love, without any expectations. Because Baba said, Baba is incorporeal and egoless. Very interesting. Physical body means vices, impurity. And one of the biggest thing, hurdle to come closer to each other is ego. You see? Many a times, although we want to share love with people, want to cooperate, want to help, but sometimes those thoughts, oh, she did that to me, and this person behaved in that way, so let it be, that's okay. He will come when he wants. I don't have to go. Why should I go and, volunteer myself? What will that person think if I go and offer myself? We have hundreds of thoughts in the mind, although sometimes we want to, someone wants to really help or cooperate or love. Share that love. But because Baba's egoless, no matter what someone is like, no matter what sanskar someone has, no matter how impure someone is, but he shares his love equally to everyone. He's not partial. I give more love. Baba gives more love to someone, less love to someone. It is within our capacity to receive his love, experience his love. It's like in an ocean, there's ocean. We can take as much as we want, but each one, has their own capacity to take. Someone might take a cup of water, someone might take a bucket of water, someone might take a drum of water, according to the capacity, but ocean is open to everybody. So Baba is ocean of love. Ocean is also limited thing. Baba says ocean because that's what is in the frame of our minds. The unlimited thing is like ocean or sky, but it's unlimited. So because Baba is egoless, incorporeal, he is able to, share that selfless love, altruistic love, the purest sap of human life. And Baba also was explaining the magic of miracle of that love. It is Baba's love that is all the time constantly makes things easy and simple in life. It is God's love that gives us that pleasure, the joy to enjoy life. Otherwise life becomes so dry. Just imagine you have a very, very big palace. It's just an imagination, okay? And you have everything. You name it and you have it. Everything in that palace. Anything you think of is available in that palace. But you're just yourself. There are no other people there. Will you enjoy? Nobody to ask you, nobody to stop you, nothing. But you have everything there. You have money, you have everything, all riches. You have food, you have everything there. But no people. You're just by yourself. Will you enjoy that palace? How many enjoy that palace? I can send you right now. Isn't that interesting? We don't need that. Even if we have something, if there is somebody who appreciates it, only then there is a pleasure or joy. I bought something new. Say, for example, I bought it from the shop. I'm wearing it. But unless I show you, see how is it okay? And you say, oh my God, that looks so good. That gives me joy. Yes? appreciation. Love means appreciation. Unconditional appreciation. Acceptance, not looking at who you are, what you did to me yesterday, what you behaved. Just accept. That type of love God has. He didn't see my weakness. He didn't see what sanskar I had. Yeah? He didn't see how many sins I made, how impure I am. He accepted me as I am. And that acceptance and that appreciation gives the joy. So God's love makes life easier, makes things simple. Without God's love, then life is very dry. Most of the time, at home, in the center, especially when you're alone at home, or maybe somebody with you, but not getting along with each other well, life is so monotonous and so boring. Get up early in the morning, do this, cook your breakfast, go there, come there, do that. We live like machines, as if we have no feelings, no emotions. The first thing we think in the morning is, what is that I need to do today? So I have a do list. Do this, do this, do this. I'm done today. Enjoying every moment of life is only possible when we experience Baba's love. That love makes things easy. For love, anything is possible. Yeah? So that's what Baba was talking about. And Baba also said that it's a very, very interesting thing is the cause for all the vices is attraction. The seed for body consciousness, Baba says, body consciousness is the cause for all vices. But actually, attraction is the cause for all vices. Body consciousness is also due to attraction. So when I experience Baba's love, mind, intellect will not be attracted towards this old world. Old world includes body, relationships, material, anything you name it. Things, places. So that pull is finished. Because my pull is towards Baba's love, and so the pull towards anything old is gone. So attraction towards, the old world is finished. Attraction to old sanskaras finishes. Because it is only Baba's love, God's true love, the power of God's love helps me to not only heal my bitter feelings, heal that sorrow, heal that pain that I've been carrying, heal that rejection, But also, Baba's love helps me to have my self-respect. And it is this self-respect that keeps me away from anything that I demand from people. Demand from circumstances or expectation, either you put it in that way. So I wouldn't demand or expect from people or circumstances or situations. Because then it's Baba's love that puts me back into who I am, puts me back where I really belong to. And so my old sanskaras, because attraction towards old world finishes, attraction towards old sanskaras also finishes. As long as I have attraction for the old world, body, relationships, blah, blah, then I will have that attraction, that pull for my old sanskaras. Because anything I see in terms of old world, in terms of people or things or places, that triggers my old sanskaras. And because that triggers my old sanskaras, I'll be pulled back to my old sanskaras. Isn't that interesting? So I fall back to that same groove, the groove that I've developed, I've made doing the same action again and again and again. Like this morning, Sudesh Didi was mentioning how sanskaras are created, because she didn't have enough times, she didn't go into the depth, but it's really very important to know how do we create any sanskara. Any action I perform again and again and again, that forms a groove. And that groove is a sanskara. It is that groove when I create. Once that groove is created, now I don't want to do, I don't want to think, but still my thoughts, my actions will follow into that groove. It's like I've created a track. I've created a track. Now, without me knowing, without me wanting, the train will go on the track that I've created. So sanskaras, any action or thought I do again and again, over and over again, that creates a track. And that is sanskara. Now, once I create that track, I'll have to make effort to reverse it. Now I don't want that track anymore. I want to create a new track according to Baba's, Shrimat. And so Baba says, Baba was talking about two types of children. One is lovely children and one is loveleen children. Loveleen, leen in Hindi means merged. The one who is merged in love is called as loveleen. Lovely means very lovely, beautiful, lovable. And one is loveleen, merged in God's love. How many of you have been to the beaches or like going to beaches? Right. Well, I've observed few things when I've been to the beach. There are some people, there is beach there, they sit here in the shade with some nice snacks or maybe ice cream and enjoy people diving into the beach and enjoy the water, enjoy the waves. But beach is there and I'm here. There are some people, another type, they go near the water just to wet their feet and come back. There are some people who just swim. They get into the water completely. Swim and they talk and say, oh, you also come, and they talk. Fourth type, there are some people who dive inside the, water. They're diving, underwater diving. They're not aware of what's happening outside. Who is coming, who is going, what's happening. They're inside enjoying that depth of the water. You see? So what is my type? This is my observation. Okay? And those who sit and enjoying the snacks, sitting far away from the beach under the shade, they always comment, oh, she is wearing that type of this is this is that is that. So, because that's all the thing they do. But the one is dive deep down, enjoying that underwater swimming there. So that is called as loveleen, to merged in. We are not aware of what's happening outside, who's coming, who's going, who's wearing what type of, swimsuit, or whether somebody is having Coca-Cola or somebody having Limca. I'm not into it. I'm enjoying inside the water. Love lean. So 2 types of love lean. Children, Baba said. And Baba also, those who are merged in love will have no complaints, will have that strength to transform. Because merging in the love, many times, I think few years ago, Double Foreigners had a theme of, what was that? God's love, something like that. Huh? Limitless love. Yeah, something like that. I forgot. It was very interesting. Brahma Baba loved Shiv Baba. Dadis loved Bab Dada. And next generation after Dadis, the seniors, they loved Bab Dada. We all love Bab Dada. And those who come later, they also love Bab Dada. Is there any difference between Brahma Baba's love, Dadi's love, seniors' love, our love, and those who come later? Is there any difference in the love? We all love, we all have sacrificed. We all love Baba. But what is that quality of love? That's very interesting. Why is it for Dadis, the path is the same. For Dadis, it's so easy to transform their sanskaras. Although they were all equals almost. And they were all together for 14 years, doing the tapasya. Why did they not have that, the tug of war of sanskaras? It's because the only one aim they had is to merge in Baba's love. You see? I always share this with people, like if I have a dirty cloth, it's easy for some to wash and it's very difficult for others to. For Dadis, what they did was they took their dirty cloth and they soaked in the detergent. Just let it soak. But we don't have patience. We take a scrubber and we scrub, keep scrubbing every day, put a detergent. We think, oh, this is not a good detergent. Take another detergent. Scrub. So it's very painful. Laboring. But Dadis, they just merge in Baba's love. Soak themselves to such an extent that the dirt automatically leaves the clothes. But we don't soak ourselves in the detergent. We scrub. So merged in the love, they get that power to transform. So 2 types of children Baba was talking about, lovely children and lovely children. And Baba also mentioned the sign of lovely in children, the children who are merged in Baba's love. What are the signs? Baba spoke about 2 main signs of those who merged in Baba's love. Number 1 is it's very easy for them to follow Baba's Shrimad. Those who are merged in Baba's love, it's easy. They're very obedient in following Baba's Shrimad, any Baba's instruction. We wouldn't feel it's very hard. How can I do this? For me, it's not possible. That sort of feeling will not be there. Sorry. And the second thing Baba said was, it's easy for them to surrender. Where there is love, there is surrender. Where there is love, there is surrender. It's very easy to surrender when there is love. Surrender anything. I have love for somebody, or I experience their love in my heart. then it's easy to surrender. Two ways. Love is always two ways. Yeah? So Baba said, it's easy to surrender the body consciousness, which is the main attraction for the soul, for the mind to get distracted. When there is attraction, mind is distracted. Distracted to the body, from the soul consciousness to the body consciousness. And this big distraction is the cause for all the vices, for creating that negative groove, negative track. Yeah? And one of the main, Baba says, the fundamental, the instruction, Shrimat is Yogi Bano, Pavitra Bano. Be yogi and be pure, holy. Be yogi. When you enter Panda Bhavan gate, you see the two main slogans written: be holy, be yogi. Or many times also question comes, what comes first? To be holy is first or to be yogi is first? Actually, both are interdependent. I begin to, start basic Shrimad. Then that helps me to have good yoga. I have good yoga. It helps me to follow Baba's purity deeper and deeper. So one, helps me to experience or implement the other one easily. So both are interdependent. One begets the other, in a way. Yeah? And Baba also was talking about the confluence age is a very, very special time because it's a very special birth for all of us. This is a birth, especially the birth to celebrate the joy, the pleasure of super sensuous joy. All the 63 births, we have been enjoying the pleasure of sensuous joy. As a result, we experienced, sorrows, deception, the side effects of all the sensuous joys. However, this is the time where we experience that purest form of joy, purest form of pleasure, independently, not depending upon the senses, but directly into the soul. The pleasure that we enjoy without the support of the senses. Yeah? So that's the celebrating our life. And this experience of joy, pleasure, is without laboring. When the labor comes in, then the joy is gone, the joy is lost, the pleasure is lost. Yeah? So without any laboring. Baba said, why do we experience little hard or laboring, or we feel it's not my cup of tea? I cannot do this. Why do we experience this? Oh, Baba talks many things, but I think it's not for me. Or maybe I cannot do this. Is because, Baba says, then there is somewhere leakage. My love for God or God's love for me is being leaked somewhere. My love for God is only God, only God. My heart is full of Him, nothing else there. That one, my love for one, instead of that state, we have distributed our love for others also, other things also. I love Baba, and also I have love for whatever, whoever. I have lot of pull for Baba. Oh, 6:30, my mind is pulled for Baba. Amrit Vela, my mind is pulled towards Baba. Very good. Also, my mind is pulled towards other things, other people. So this pull is leakage. This pull is leakage. So my wholehearted love for God is not there. And so I can't experience God's love wholeheartedly. And then Baba said there are two things, two leakages. Baba mentioned two leakages. What are the two types of leakages, Baba said? One is attraction for the world. Another thing, attraction for the old sanskaras. Whenever there is a feeling of not possible, or I'm not, rather I would say like there is no inclination to do something. I don't feel like doing it. I don't have that total interest, total passion to do what Baba wants me to do. Is because there is percentage in my love for Baba. Although that has not been explained in Murli, but it is understood, my love for Baba, or there is percentage how much I am experiencing Baba's love. I'm not taking complete 100% love from Baba. So percentage in both. Then there is a feeling of we will postpone certain things. I don't feel like doing it now. I think it's not possible for me to do. I think it's very difficult for me. So this hardship, laboring feeling is because of the percentage. Yeah? And Baba also talked about my aim. Brahman's aim is to become equal to Baba. And equal to Baba means to be generous-hearted, and cooperative and loving. Three things. To become generous-hearted always, loving always, cooperative always. And third thing is to everyone. I'm cooperative with everyone, love for everyone, generous heart for everyone. And here comes all the difficulties. The condition is, like Baba, never hold anybody's glitches, weaknesses, shortcomings in his thought, in his mind. In the same way, we not seeing, although it is obvious, but still I don't see anybody's weakness, I still extend my cooperation. I still love that soul. I'm very generous-hearted. I have that beneficial feelings for that soul. Then we become Bab Saman. That's the big thing. Here Baba said, it is not, never expect, you give love, I give love. You cooperate with me, then I cooperate with you. You do this to me, then I do that. No, that's a business. But the service is, I give love no matter what you give. I have beneficial, elevated feelings no matter how you feel for me. That's your problem. And here comes the depth of karma philosophy. Baba never ever looks into anybody's karma. What you do, what you talk is your story. How many of you have seen Bap Dada on the stage when Bap Dada used to come? Most of us. One thing I very much all the time appreciated was Bapdada speaks Murli, gives Drishti, and then in those days, people used to come to take Toli from Baba, want to talk and all that. So Baba many times wants to give Toli to some, but those there, because of time or whatever, they literally used to take Baba, no, let that go. Can't Baba stop them? He's God. Huh? He could say, you all sit down, quiet, I am God. But no, Baba will never interfere in anybody's story. That's his karma towards that soul. Baba will never interfere, although he could. He will never break the law. So this is what Baba wants to teach us. We are very much interested in stories. We are very much attracted towards human stories. What you do, what you do, what you do. So I think I also have to reciprocate the way you do, according to what you do. But Baba says, becoming equal to Father means to be generous-hearted, to be cooperative, to be loving, always with everyone. Without any expectations, whatever you do, it's your problem. What I do is my problem. I need to have beneficial feelings, elevated feelings. So this is the aim. And Baba also asked question, do you still have this aim or have you changed your aim? Yeah, that was an interesting question Baba said. And Baba also was talking about three main things. Why Baba could have, is Baba always has elevated vision, elevated attitude, and atmosphere, vibrations. Three things. Baba said, the transformation, I can transform others' feelings, no matter how hard that soul, the sanskara that soul has, when I have these three things. Vision, attitude, atmosphere. If I have elevated vision, elevated attitude, and create that powerful atmosphere, then I'll become Mahavir. That's what Baba says. Pure feelings, elevated attitude, we can transform any soul, including the nature. And Baba also gave us some, homework for the new year. And that was never to give teachings to anybody. No corrections. You don't do this. You should be doing this. Baba says it's not time for me to correct anybody or give teachings or give corrections, but to cooperate. Cooperate through my own virtues, through my specialties. I cooperate with everybody, no matter who they are, and become the supportive. It doesn't mean I support even though somebody is wrong. Never think about that. Support, though each one have their own way of doing things. Eventually we are all doing right. We all want to do righteous, right things. But then each one have their way of doing things. So when somebody is doing something right, I need to be cooperative, not stepping away, not getting detached, but to be with them, go with the family, go along with the people. And only then, Baba said, a rosary can be created. The supportive hand, extending supportive hand, means creating rosary. So that's what Baba said is what it means to create a rosary. And Baba also talked about the double foreigners, double effort makers, and to create that elevated feelings and transform sanskaras should be the aim for the double foreigners to make double effort. Yeah, so it was a lovely Murli yesterday about love, the magic and miracle of love. Now, if you have any question, you have half an hour to go. Anybody have anything to ask? You're welcome to.
Thanks, Manju. I wonder if you could just
you can
go into a little more about this point of not giving corrections, and when something, it actually doesn't need to be corrected, and so what would be some methods of giving correction so that a soul understands, maybe they're doing something that's actually causing themselves more problems, but they don't realise that. So how to correct without giving a correction, how to cooperate.
There are two ways, I think, is to the way I tell things. Yes, there are many times I have to tell that person that the person is not really doing right thing. It's important, but the way I tell them, do I tell them like, I'm emphasizing on their mistake more, rather than asking them politely to change the way they do? Instead of this, is it possible for you to do this way will be better? So not making them feel guilty, not making them feel that they were wrong and I am trying to teach you a right thing because you were wrong. That's correction. And there is also another ways, Baba many times, Baba and Dadis I've seen is, they demonstrate, okay, I did this, putting here in this way is wrong because that's how my sanskara has been throughout. Now, how do you correct me is, you can show me how to put it right by doing it. So this is also one of the ways. But in both the cases, it's important for me to hold that right feeling, hold that beneficial feeling, hold that pure feeling, hold that love for that soul, instead of anger or irritation or having that feeling this person always is a problem, always does mistake. So that sort of feeling, is not right thing. Yes, of course, we have to show people when they're wrong, because they might also do out of innocence or ignorance. Anybody else wants to ask anything or share anything? You're welcome to share as well.
Baba has said that to be truly altruistic, we have to be incorporeal and egoless. Now, that example that we've just spoken about, it could be our ego as well. We've got so much that we have to deal with. But it seems that if we can just access that spiritual energy of the incorporeal, that will create such a stage for us that we'll lose interest in anything else. So I wondered if you could share your personal approach to the incorporeal stage, because Baba says we have to become Bab Saman. It's our ultimate aim and goal in Raj Yoga. So how do you approach that?
When Baba said this line, it really caught my attention because it was very, very interesting. Why can't we really have that true selfless love for everyone? We love somebody who loves us. We respect somebody who respects us. But we don't have that equal vision of love for all. This in itself is called as body consciousness. Because wherever I see the difference, I have a choice. So this is the body consciousness. Like two of you sitting here, you're female. But first thing I see you as a female body, and I see so many differences. Your nose, your eyes, her nose, your height, her height, your skin. Two brothers, so many differences. The difference is the cause for all the ill feelings. This difference gives us the choice. And in the stage of incorporeal, I'm light, you're light, you're light. Each one sitting is a point of light. There's no choice. There's no difference. You're peaceful. So originally, Baba was talking about original and eternal sanskara. I see myself in the original eternal sanskara. I see you in the original eternal sanskara. It's similar, isn't it? It's I'm peaceful, you're peaceful, I'm light, you're light, I'm pure, you're pure. Where is the difference? When I come into this form body, I see you as a body, I see myself as a body, I see the differences, then I like this, I don't like this. So I hold on to what I like, I reject what I don't. So this is what is attachment, hatred, ego when I get, and depressed when I don't. So this oscillation of feelings of, attachment and hate and like and don't like, and this is not a right state of mind, right consciousness. And so we can't equally love all. And so the only effort, 14 years of tapasya, was only on soul consciousness feelings. Soul conscious feelings. To create that stage of soul consciousness. To walk as a soul, talk like a soul, look each other as a soul. 14 years, Baba taught. Because this is the foundation for our spiritual journey. If I'm not able to be soul, I just think soul. Thinking is not, I think I'm a soul is not meditation. To be soul is meditation. We are still thinking I'm a soul, I'm a soul. That's not the right method of experience.
शिव पिता को अब याद करो, मुक्ति धाम तुम्हें जाना है। अपने सुकर्मों के बल पर ही सतयुग में तुमको आना है। शिव पिता को अब याद करो। युग का अंत अब आया है, विकराल विनाश खड़ा आगे।
अब हम सबका शिव पिता ने बतलाया है।
शिव पिता को अब याद करो। पांडव शिव शक्ति सेना की रणभेरी अब फिर बजती है।
शिव बाबा के ज्ञान से फिर माया को मार भगाना है।
शिव पिता को अब याद करो, सतयुग में तुमको आना है। शिव पिता को अब याद करो, मुक्ति धाम तुम्हें जाना है। अपने सुकर्मों के बल पर ही सतयुग में अब तुम्हें आना है।
धाम में तुम्हें
सतयुग में अब तुम्हें आना है।
धाम में तुम्हें गाना है।
Any other question or anything you want to share, you're welcome to. And one thing, when we were talking about correction, is that Baba said, instead of giving corrections, be cooperative. Give them cooperation. Cooperation is always we. Let us, we. There's a lot of strength in that. When we say, you are doing this, I am doing this, you, I, then the energy, the synergy, the strength is divided. And the result, outcome of what you do, what I do, are different. When we together do, the outcome is fantastic. Two ideas streaming together. Wonderful. When I say you're doing wrong, I'm doing right, then that also hurts other person's ego. It hurts other person's self-respect. We're trying to make other person feel inferior, which is not a right thing. For me to do anything, no matter how good, how fantastic I do, but if that's going to hurt your self-respect, that's not a service. So never ever, we always should be careful not to do something that hurts or puts down somebody's self-respect. Even the correction should help them to improve, enhance their respect, not to make them feel inferior. That's what Baba meant, of course, in which way. We all have to teach. If you're the senior in the at home, in the center, wherever you are working, with your children. But then we shouldn't speak such a way, we shouldn't do something in such a way that that the other person feels inferior is not the right thing. That's what I feel. Shouldn't hurt anybody's respect. And so Baba says, all the time give respect and love. That's what Baba Brahma did all the time. And Dadi Ji, Dadi Prakashmani, that was her slogan till the end. Give respect to everyone. And I did experience that many times. When Dadi Chandramani left body, I remember that was on 9th of March. At 8th, she left on 8th. And we came to know around 11:30 in the night. And Dadi Janki was here, Jayanti Ben, Dadi Janki. I and Geeta Ben went to cottage. And all four of us went to Pantapavan. They were already having meeting there, all Dadis, all brothers, seniors. We went and I was the child, smallest in the whole. I was hesitant whether to go inside or not, but Dadi said, sit. Anyway, in the meeting, how the body can be brought from Bangalore to here. So I was surprised when she asked, you tell how to get her body. I said, what? I was very surprised why there were many people sitting there. All Dadis were there, seniors, brothers were all. It was a big meeting happening. You tell me how to get her body, which flight comes and how to. I was very surprised. And the second question she asked me was, tell me what should we prepare for breakfast tomorrow? Normally, we wouldn't have any breakfast when somebody leaves body. Some fruit or something like that. So Dadi's body was kept in the history hall in Pantapavan, but we were having food here in Gyan Sarovar. So those who want to have their lunch or dinner or breakfast, excuse me, they all came here for the meals. So she asked me, what do you think is right to prepare? Again, I was bullied that, the department, the concerned departments were there and the in charges were there. So I still remember this because every time, there were many other circumstances, situations where I've seen Dadi Chandramani, Dadi Ji, Dadi Prakashmani giving so much respect or, that helped to recognize myself. Otherwise, why would I come forward at all? Why would any. So this was a big lesson for me, never to ignore anybody because someone is small or someone is new or we should give due respect to each soul, understanding, recognizing their capability and capacity. That's what Dadis did. They had fantastic power to just catch like that. The discernment was amazing. They know what is who is what. They know who is capable of what. They looked here, right there, deep inside. So that's what we all have to learn. Going beyond the body, beyond everything. Understand the soul, because we are family, soul family, na? This is soul family, spiritual family. We don't know each other by body, by name. Don't have to. But we all travel together for all 84 births in some form or the other, in some relation or the other, whether you like it or not. Om Shanti. So we sit in. Didi came. Sudesh Didi hasn't come. Yeah, Sudesh Didi will be here. She wants to make some announcement. So in the meanwhile, if you want to ask anything, others, I think we sit in meditation. All right? All right.